Morning, students. Today we are going to see the second lesson. That is, name of the lesson is national income. In this slide, the topics and the various subtopics are available in the lessons or discussed. First one is introduction, meaning of national income, definitions, basic concepts of national income. Under the 2.4 heading, we have further subheadings. They are GDP, that is gross domestic product, and a net domestic product, GNP, gross national product, NNP, net national product at market price. And the same NNP at a factor price, that is factor cost. Next is the personal income. Next, disposable income and per capita income, real income, GDP deflated. Next, 2.5, the methods of measuring national income. Under the 2.5 heading, we have further subheadings. They are product method, that is the method of measuring national income. One is the product method. We need to have one subheading, that is the precautionary. Next is the income method. This is also called a factor earning method. So under this subheading, we have further subheadings called step involved, precautions, items not to be included, item to be included. And last one is the expenditure method. This is also called a total outlay methods. So among that, so these are the what? Methods of measuring national income. Next is the 2.6, importance of national income analysis. 2.7, difficulties in measuring national income. Under the 2.7 headings, we have further subheadings. They are transfer of payments, difficulties in assessing depreciation allowance, unpaid services, income from illegal activity, protection for self-consumption, and exchange price, and changing prices, and capital gains. Next one is the statistical problem. Lastly, 2.8, national income and social accounting. Under the heading, we are going to have further subheading. They are social accounting and sectors, national income and welfare, national income and erosion of national wealth. Next, national income in terms of US dollar. Last one is social and environmental cost. Last is summary. Next, we move to the first slide. Introduction. Nobel laureate Simon Kostak first introduced the concept of national income. National income is one of the most significant macroeconomic variables. That is, this is already discussed in the first lesson. National income is one of the macroeconomic concept. The national income provides a comprehensive measures of the economic activity of a nation. That is, we may going to know about the economic status or growth of a nation based on its national income. That is, national income helps us to understand the economic growth of your nations. That is discussed in the third paragraph. And also we can able to identify the purchasing power of the countries and the basic concept of the national income and methods of measuring of national income also discussed under the headings. Next is the planning. So national economic planning is also one of the main thing we need to discuss under the heading. Before making a economic planning, we must know about the national income. That serves as an instrument of economic planning. Next, meaning of national income. The two lines give a simple meaning for the national income. They are: national income means the total money value of all final goods and services produced in a country during a particular period of time, namely 1 year. That is, the total money value of all goods and services produced in a economy are calculated. This is called a national income. When you go for the definitions, the first definition is given by Alfred Marshall. That is, the labor and capital of a country acting on its natural resources produce annually a certain net aggregate of commodities, materials and immaterials, including service of all kinds. This is the true net annual income or revenue of the country or national dividend. The national income is also called a national dividend. So this is the definition given by Alfred Marshall. While asking question, define national income, you may write this one or go for the next ones. That is given by Simon Kostnet. So accordingly, the net output of the commodities and services flowing during the year from the country's productive system into the hands of the ultimate consumer or into net addition to the country's stock of capital goods. So this is definition given by Simon Kostnet. So which is, you feel free, you have to write. Both are correct answer for the question is define national income. Next you go for the basic concept of national income. So one is GDP. You know that gross domestic product is the total market value of final goods and services produced within the country during a year, called a GDP. The GDP is also measured on expenditure side. The symbolical representation of the GDP, that is C plus I, that is C plus I plus G plus H, X minus M, that is net export. Next one is the net domestic product. Making some adjustment in GDP, we're going to have NDP, that is called a net domestic product. The NDP is the value of net output of the economy during the year. That is, after making some adjustment from the GDP, called a NDP. That is, NDP, net domestic product, is equal to GDP minus depreciation. Next is the GNP, gross national product. It is the total measure of the flow of final goods and service at a market value resulting from current production in a country during a year, including net income from abroad. So while we calculating the GNP through, so we must add the income or resource from the income from the abroad is also included. So the formula for calculating GNP is C plus I plus G plus X minus M plus R and P. So this is called a what? Formula for, that is GNP. Next, among this, NNP. NNP refers to the value of the net output of the economy during the year. So we get NNP after making some adjustment from the GNP. That is, reduce the depreciation allowance and other wastages. Next, we study the NNP at a factor cost, that is payment made to the factors of production. NNP at factor cost Market value of output is the total of income payment made to factors of production. That is, NNP at factor cost is equal to NNP at market prices minus indirect taxes plus subsidy. That means the indirect taxes and subsidies are deducted from the GNP for getting the NNP. Next, personal income. Personal income is the total income received by the individuals of a country from all sources before payment of direct taxes in a year. That is, if a person earning income from all sources of his income, that are all calculated under the personal income, and also it is calculated before paying the direct tax. But all personal income not become a national income, because we needed to discuss while personal income, this is the like cross income, that is like a cross income before paying the what? Taxes. So next is the disposable income. Is also known as disposable personal income. This is also known as disposable personal income. It is the individual income after the payment of income tax available for, that is, you stop here, income tax. And that is means disposable income is also known as disposable personal income. It is the individual income after the payment of income tax. Next, the disposable income available for consumption. That is, after payment the income tax, he free to spend his whole money, or otherwise he keep part of money for savings. That's why you see the highlighted paragraph, disposable income is equal to personal income minus direct tax. As the entire disposable income is not spent on consumption, of course, no consumer will spend all their income on consumption. So, some part of income is reserved for savings. That's why disposable income is equal to consumption plus savings. Next, per capita income. This is also called average income of a persons. Okay, so come to the point. The average income of a person of a country is in a particular year is called a per capita income. The per capita income is also help us to identify the level of standard in a country. That is, the living standard of the people of a country we can identify through the per capita income. That means if more per capita income, more will be living standard. Less per capita income, less will be living standards. We get the per capita income by dividing the national income by populations. Next, real income. National income is just a nominal income. National income is just a nominal income. That means it's not so the real exactly income available for consumption purpose or investment purpose. This is only a nominal income. But the real income is identified based on the buying power of nominal income. That's why, but the buying power of nominal income is the real income, and it is indicating the real status of the economy. That means the level of real income. The level of real income is help us to identify, to know the status of the economy. Hence, we said national income at constant price is equal to national income at current price divided by P1 by P0. That is old one price and a new price. Okay. What is constant price and what is current price? Constant price means, constant price for a particular commodity over a period of time. This will not change. But the current price is the price for the particular commodity is existing in a particular period of time. The current price is not constant to over the years. Whatever price for a commodity today, it will change tomorrow, or it was maybe yesterday. That's why there is a changes happen. That is called a current price. But a concrete and a, that is constant price is different from the current price. Next one is the GDP deflator. It's an index of price changes of goods and services, including in GDP. That is, it is an index help us to identify what are the changes happening in the country on goods and services produced and also the level of GDP. So symbolically, GDP deflator is equal to nominal GDP divided by real GDP. Nominal GDP divided by real GDP into 100. Next, move to the methods of measuring national income. Methods of measuring national income. All kinds of output, that is, what are the goods and services produced in a country. That is, all kinds of output of a nations are counted and converted against money value over a period of time. Because for easily measuring nation's income, it happened only the goods and services converted into monetary value. Because monetary value is easy tool to calculate the nation's income. Thus, they said, whatever is produced in is either used for consumption or for savings. That means what they're trying to say, in a country or a nation, whatever is produced, that may be used for consumption and for service, savings. So next is that's why we said that's national output can be computed at of 3 levels: under production, income, and expenditure. So the national income, national income is nothing but output can be computed under the 3 levels. One is production, income, and expenditure. Accordingly, there are 3 methods that are used to measure national income. The equation is output is equal to income equal to expenditure. That means all output generates its own income. The income has its influence over the commodities, that is expenditure. Output leads to income, income leads to expenditure. Next, we move to the methods of measuring national income. First one is the production method or value-added method. Second one is income methods or factored earning methods. Last one is the expenditure method or total outlay method. So in general, these 3 methods are used to measuring national income in our country. Mind this, first one is the product method. It's also called inventory methods. Inventory means something creating new. Okay, the producer also called a changing agent of the society. That means he producing goods for future demand. Out of his scientific forecast on future, he produce different types of goods and service for attracting the consumers. That's why he said inventor. Okay. Under the product methods, product method measures the gross value of the output from different sectors of the country over a period of time. That means the total output produced by different sectors, from the primary sector, secondary sector, as well as tertiary sector, that is service sector, are measured, called product methods. The value obtained is actually the GNP at market price. The product methods. Okay, student. I stopped the lesson today with this slide and continue the lesson from the same slide in the second video. And this video also containing the question part for the previous slides. And this is the multiple choice questions. This slide also containing the answer for the questions, and you go for the next part 3. There is 2 more questions, and what are the questions are there, and also answer for each question is mentioned in red colors. That is, answer for question number 21 is available in slide number 3, and likewise you go through the question and answer. Next, the part 3, 3 more questions. So from 28, 29, 30, 34 questions, the answer for the questions is available in slide 5. And one is missing, question number 24, 34 is missing. I will add this from the next class. Okay. That is, the slide number for question number 34 is missing. I will add this in the next class. Okay. Thank you. Go through the question and do the homework given by the our management. Thank you.